Meanwhile, the awareness of farming, growth, and research is taking center stage at the AgriCenter in Memphis as seeds are being planted, if you will, for what's called the Grow Tennessee Network. It's a new video streaming platform created to highlight and celebrate Tennessee's diverse farming industry. Joining us now to talk more about Grow Tennessee is John Butler, the president and CEO of AgriCenter International, and Asha Emanuel, operations manager for Grow Tennessee and with the Kazukian Media Group. Good to see you both. How's everybody been doing?
Great. Thank you so much for having us.
We all know the importance of farming and agriculture, especially here in the Mid-South, but Asha, how did this idea come about of teaming, having a streaming platform and teaming it up with AgriCenter?
Well, basically, we got to the AgriCenter. So we are housed at the AgriCenter. For KMG, for Kazukian, we are housed at the AgriCenter. And so we decided, after seeing everything that the AgriCenter offered, we decided we need to tell the story more about agriculture and about the resources that are in Tennessee that we saw so prevalent at the AgriCenter and all the different businesses around it.
Makes sense. So John, take us back, if you will. When you first heard the idea, did you say, wait a minute, is this a good fit here, or this does make sense?
No, I loved it. So I don't know if you know Larry Robertson.
You know I know Larry Robinson quite well.
Creative guy, always looking for an opportunity to really elevate and promote the community. And one of the best things we've done is had the opportunity to work with him and his team. And so we're very excited about that. We're actually making a show called Making It in Memphis, which is highlighting some of the organizations, the companies that are on campus and around the community, bringing more economic development and job growth, hopefully, as we continue to recruit more companies to the campus. So super excited about it.
And John, as I listen to you, and Asha, want to bring you in on this as well, the target audience, who are you trying to reach here? Who needs to see some of these programs?
Well, Making It in Memphis is really targeted towards other countries. I'm sorry, other businesses around the country, around the world, that can see that Memphis is really rich in resources, rich in farming land, rich in ways that they could come here and really make it in Memphis.
So John, how are some of these other stories told? Again, we know there's the Memphis story for sure, to say the least.
Yeah, so what's really interesting is that we're not only looking at the community as a whole, but also the state and the region. It's one of the first opportunities to highlight some of our natural resources, also focus on the guys and gals that are out there every day farming and doing the amazing work that all of our guys are doing. So we want to support the entire community, the whole ag sector, and this really does that. So one of the things that we struggle with as producers is that we have a full-time job, and we're not experts in how we tell that story. So the partnership with Larry and Kazukian and KMG and their team, that allows us to tell our story. And that's really what this is about.
What have you picked up so far from some of the folks who've been featured in telling some of these stories, Asha? How have they kind of responded, and what type of response have you gotten out there from just people in general who've had a chance to see it?
Yeah, we've had such an amazing response from so many of the companies that are at AgriCenter. One of them was BASF, and they basically told us that they've not really had anyone come in their facility and kind of tell their story and tell all the research that they're doing. I mean, from soybeans to cotton to all these different things that they're doing right here in greenhouses, right here in the city. So being able to come in, tell that story, and really get more eyes on them was really phenomenal.
John, I'm wondering also, are other folks, not only just here in the Memphis, Shelby County area, other folks across the state, or maybe even the nation for that matter, are they kind of taking note about what you folks are doing?
Yeah, I think that's part of the opportunity of collaborating with a team like Kazukian. It allows us to focus not only on our strengths, but also rely on their strengths. So that communication story, that branding, that ability to really communicate outside of our traditional, existing customer base has given us a lot of success. We're seeing companies all around the world interested in trying to identify what we're doing, and we've started a new research part. We've expanded that. And so currently we have over 45 companies and 800 people that work at the AgriCenter every day.
That many people?
So our goal is
Wow.
to grow the most inclusive ag tech research park in the entire country, right here in the middle of Memphis.
So Asha, what comes next? More stories to be told? It sounds like this could really get really big here.
Yes, absolutely. More stories to be told. And then because we're able to showcase this on connected devices, so
Sure.
on your Roku TV, your Apple TV, your Fire Stick TV, you know, tablets, mobile devices, Apple, Android, all of those places, more people around the world can see these stories. More people around the world can connect and be a part of it. So we're really excited to be able to tell that story.
Some great stories being
Elevating the
told.
brand, elevating the community. It's really a win-win for everybody.
I would say so. Sean, thank you very much. Asha, thank you.
Thank you.
Keep us up to date. This sounds like a very cool project.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment.